You're listening to the Confessions of a #Beauty Boss podcast, the show that puts the spotlight on beauty business owners making big moves online. I'm your host, Angela Dixon, social media mentor, in-clinic content creator, and the founder of Beauty Business Co. I believe you can achieve anything you set your mind to, and I'm here to give you the tools, strategies, and confidence to grow your beauty business with the power of social media. Each week, you'll hear from industry professionals, experts, and salon owners just like you, sharing their stories, their wins, and exactly how they're showing up online to become the beauty boss they are today. So, are you ready to be inspired? Get visible and start building the beauty business of your dreams. Let's get into it. Before we dive into this podcast episode, I want to invite you to Activate Her, a 2-day transformational event experience for the beauty industry, hosted by myself, Angela Dixon, your social media mentor and visibility strategist for the beauty industry, and my bestie, Martina McCormack, who is a mindset and energetics coach, and so much more. If you're a beauty business owner anywhere in Australia, I just want you to lean in for a second, because this isn't just another industry event. This is your invitation to step out of overthinking, out of holding back, and into the version of you who is fully seen in her business. We are officially inviting you to Activate Her, a 2-day live experience for the Australian beauty industry held on the Sunshine Coast in Mooloolaba this September 2026. And women are flying in for this. From clinic owners to skin therapists to beauty professionals who know they are ready for more visibility, more confidence, and more growth, but something keeps getting in their way. Because it's not just about knowing what to post, it's the fear of judgment, the fear of being seen, the pressure to get it right so you don't show up at all. Inside Activate Her, we shift that. This is where inner work meets visible expression, where you stop playing small and start showing up as the woman your business actually needs you to be. So if you're in the beauty industry in Australia and you're ready to be seen, heard, and fully expressed, we want you in the room. Use code ACTIVATE to secure your ticket. Head to the link in the show notes for more details. This isn't just a weekend away. It's the moment everything changes in how you show up. Welcome back to another episode of the Confessions of a #Beauty Boss podcast. Now today you are going to be hearing a little special episode that we are putting together. We as in myself, your normal host of the podcast, and I have a very, very special guest with me who's going to share a little behind the scenes of our lives, and that is my son, Emilio.
What up, guys?
Welcome to the podcast. This is your very first podcast interview ever, but then also with Mum.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, thank you very much for saying yes on being here. We're doing a special Mother's Day episode for you all. So shout out to all the mama beauty bosses that are working really hard in building their beauty businesses behind the scenes while wearing so many other hats of motherhood, family life, being a good wife, partner, a good friend, being all the things, house cleaner, the chef, the sports, the person that takes you to sports all the time. What are they called? Chauffeurs. So mamas wear a lot of hats, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that everybody listening who is on this journey is working really hard to do the best that they can. But then also how wonderful that they've chosen to have a business to provide the freedom and flexibility so they can still do something they're passionate about while also raising a family. So today I thought I would bring Emilio on and ask him a few questions, because we don't live a life of kind of like a path most taken by many. We have a very, very different lifestyle, and there's lots of different elements that Emilio can share with you. If you are interested, then keep on listening. All right, so Emilio, how would you explain what I do for a living?
Well, I know you do a lot of content shoots, do a lot of editing on your phone, have a lot of good friends, and have beauty bosses, really.
I do have a lot of beauty bosses that are friends as well. And I've been doing this for a really long time. I literally came up with the idea of running this beauty business while you were in my belly. Yes. So the
Maybe you got the smarts from me.
Maybe. I think that I had the salon at the time, and it was me trying to figure out how can I have a baby, have a salon, and have the full-time job that I had, which wasn't quite equipped for me going back to work in how I wanted to live life with being a parent and being present with you. I couldn't do all three. So I still kept the salon running, and then Beauty Business Co. was born because a lot of people were asking me questions of how I started having a clinic when I had a family and all the things that are required when having a baby. So there was lots of questions. And then they found out that I was quite good with marketing and stuff like that. And social media was really just starting back then. So that was not the full focus of what I was doing, but it has had a bit of a ripple effect into supporting beauty business owners with social media. So yes, lots of content shoots that Mummy goes and travels to, lots of editing work as well. And you see me on lots of Zoom calls and different things as well, but Mummy generally doesn't work when I'm with you a lot of the time because we co-parent. So you go to your dad 50% of the time, and then when Mummy has you, we homeschool, don't we?
Yeah.
Very cool. So we'll get into that soon. All right, back to you. You know that Mummy likes to chat, right?
Yeah.
You're like, come on, Mum, this is supposed to be my show.
Yeah, I'm like, hurry up with the questions.
Okay, all right. What do you think makes someone good at their job, Emilio?
Well, to make someone good at their job, you gotta be kind, you have to have good advertising, you have to have good confidence in what your business is, and that's it really.
Very good. Okay. And do you think that I work a lot, or does it feel balanced to you?
Well, you do work a fair bit on your phone, but I still think it's pretty balanced, really.
Yeah, I do work quite a lot on my phone, and I think that's because a lot of the social media stuff that I do requires all the editing and stuff on the phone. So as much as I like to put the phone away when we're eating, we like to sit down and have movie night. Sometimes you're like, Mum, are you going to watch the movie? And so it's a really good reminder to make sure that we have boundaries in place when it comes to having the work on your phone. And so what do you think I actually do on my phone all day?
Well, as I said before, I know you do editing, I know you manage a lot of people's social medias, and I know you message a lot of people too about their work. And like every time you message someone, that Irish girl comes on, she swears a lot, she's a bad girl.
Shout out to Martina.
Gosh, every time that voice box come on, hey, what you doing? What you... Gosh.
But in an Irish accent, so she gets away with it.
Goodness.
Yes. Why do you think people follow me on Instagram?
Well, I know, as I said before, you manage a lot of people's web Instagrams. So if everyone's like looking at that other person's Instagram and they're like, wow, that video was really good, and then they find out that it was you who actually made the video, then they're going to be like, wow, that's amazing. I should follow Angela and see what new videos she has, because I bet they're going to be really cool. Because I know you have like all the materials, like the lights that just went dead, the books and everything. Yeah.
All the little microphones and all the things. Yeah. One thing to remember there is that being on Instagram is really like the following, like people following me is actually the last thing on my mind, like building my following. So I have a lot of followers. I actually don't strive for that when I post on social media. So for the people that are following me, why I show up isn't to get more followers. It's actually to make sure I'm serving my community. So the people that are on my Instagram, listening to the videos that I have. It's not about the following. It's about making sure we are showing up with intention behind what we're doing, which is really making sure we're serving our community. So I certainly do that. And I hope that is the reason why people do follow me on Instagram when they find me. What kind of videos do you think people like the most? You've seen a few, haven't you? You've seen
fun ones, exciting ones that have like, you know, in movies how they like have like number 1, number 2, number 3. They all go, and then there's a really exciting part. Boom, the movie ends. So they like all that thrill seeking, really fun, and the ones, of course, with me.
The funny ones are hilarious, and you've actually done a few of them as well, haven't you? And yes, you are absolutely correct. The majority of people that love my style of content, whenever you show up in my videos, people love them the most, which is...
They always want more and more and more.
More of Emilio, which is a really great reminder to anyone listening. Not that you have to show your kids on social media if you don't want to. That's completely personal. But when you show up with your personal, authentic self, more people love that style of content than just you showing up with your promotions and this is what we're selling in the business. So more of the raw, authentic behind the scenes is what they're looking for. And obviously, yes, when I'm sharing Emilio in my content, it's generally something that we're doing in our lives, like planting a herb garden. Now, what does that have to do with social media? Nothing, but it's a little bit about me in my life and building my brand. And just like this episode, having my son on here speaking really has nothing to do about social media itself, except for the fact that people buy from people. People build know, like, and trust with knowing who they're speaking to behind the scenes. So the more that we share who we are, the more people are likely to want to support us in our businesses. And Emilio's now 10 and a half, and you have been a part of every single stage of the journey of building this business, which is very special. All right. So
hit me with another one.
When you think about me as a mum and what I do, what do you think you're learning from watching me?
Well, I'm learning how to be grateful, kind, and loving to people.
I love that. We always talk about, like, every day what 3 things we're grateful for.
Yeah, and we always come up with something.
Yeah, there's always something to be grateful for every day. And it's not just, you always tend to say when you're away from me that you're grateful for talking to me on the phone, which is nice. It's always nice to check in with each other. But like being grateful for having a roof over our heads, grateful for sunshine, grateful for rain.
And grateful for pain.
Us as a family, and then personally, I always tap into gratitude, and I think that's a really important point to make when we're talking about like shifting energy and vibration and making ourselves feel better. We always can come back to reflect on what we are grateful for, and it can wake us up and shift us from negativity into being positive when we're grateful. What does happiness mean to you, Emilio?
Well, happiness means being with the ones I love, being with my family, being with friends, making new friends, and having cool adventures.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's a pretty happy life. And I know friendships are a huge value to you, and we work really hard together to make sure we surround ourselves with good people and are always seeking to support others in our community, and they bring so much joy to us, don't they, when we surround ourselves with people?
Yeah.
And we can learn so much from others as well, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you love most about your life?
Gosh, that's a hard one. There's a lot of things I love about my life. I love being with you. I love being, again, with family, friends. I love being at the beach because it's literally across the road. We live in an amazing resort and with a massive pool. So there's a lot of things to be grateful for in my life.
That is very true. We are at this moment living in a beachside apartment, and it's in a resort. And we've lived in a couple of resorts, haven't we, over the last 5 years. We've had like quite a big transition in life and had to make some big changes, and that's actually made me even more determined to make sure that we are living a life on purpose, because when we are fueling from this place of like, I want to lead a great life for you and for myself, the best place that I've ever put myself in is surrounding myself with nature. And so the beach, is my happy place. Love that we get to go down to the beach, walk on the sand, swim in the water. Yeah, and that's a really good place for us actually for grounding as well, as much as you're probably like running around and stuff. The best way to end a day, that's for sure. When you're older, what kind of life do you want to have?
Funny, adventurous, if that's a word even. A life with kindness and happiness, and have always my family around, have always my friends around, and doing daredevil crazy things that I could get injured for.
Okay, well, I love all of those things. I think through this episode, I kind of already knew these traits about you, but I'm sure everybody listening is really feeling from Emilio a lot of his values. And I'm so big on communication with him. And when it comes to really finding out who our true selves are, asking ourselves these deep and not so easy questions really to answer, they can actually have so much discovery in ourselves, in who we are. And it's really beautiful to find out all of this, and I hope everyone's enjoying listening. Do you think the way that I live my life now shows you that that is actually possible?
Yeah, definitely. Because you're always so amazing, and I always want to be like you, because we've been on so many adventures together, trips. Literally, one of my favorite trips is probably going to Lady Musgrave. It's a really amazing trip. Got to swim with the turtles.
So cool. You had like a day in the life of a marine biologist as well.
Yeah, I learned so many corals, and I even got to touch a little baby turtle.
Yeah, super cool. That was an awesome trip. Yeah, I love it. Well, and so that was one of your most favorite memories? Yeah. I loved when we did van life for a couple of years. Yeah, again, living a life less traveled, kind of selling up everything and choosing to buy a van to travel a lot of the Sunshine Coast. And we lived quite simply, didn't we? We didn't need a lot of things. We just needed each other.
Yeah.
And homeschooling and mummy's business allowed that to become a possibility for us. So that was really cool. We got to see a lot of adventure, seek a lot of adventure. We got to visit a lot of cool places and do a lot of life skilling stuff, didn't we? Like from camping setups and fires. You used to build your own fire, cook your own food, catch your own fish. And those life skills are taking you and continuing on with you now, aren't they?
Yeah.
And you were only like 6 or 7. We're going to tap into a little bit of like confidence and visibility. And I can tell you right now that this kid has confidence like you would not know. I don't know where he gets it from, but you certainly will give anything a crack. And this is also really great insight to know, yes, we do homeschool. However, there's not a whole heap of conditioning around fear, around you better not do that. Or I really love leaning into building empowerment for Emilio and letting him kind of be a little bit risky, because once we do start saying things like, oh, you better not do that because this person might think this of you, that starts to actually plant those kind of, the childhood things that are going to carry him through into his adult life and potentially stop him from being so confident in the future. And I really love the fact that he literally has no fear. He has this sense of confidence of like, well, I'll give anything a go. Especially, yes, my little mantra of you can achieve anything if you set your mind to it. He definitely knows that. And I'm hoping that that's going to carry through his life to know that, whatever he sets his mind to, he'll be able to achieve. So Why do you think I'm confident?
Yeah, very confident.
Why do you think that?
Well, you do a lot of really cool things. Like when we were in the pool before, I dared you to do something and you still went and did it. So although you were a little bit scared and it was risky, you still did it, and you're very brave, kind. Yeah.
Love that. Yes, you did. You made me jump in the pool, and I don't like putting my head underwater. Hence the wet hair
It's
in this
very,
podcast
very
who's watching
deep.
on video. And do you ever see me nervous before I film or speak?
Yeah, to be honest, sometimes you even see me nervous before I do like one of my videos, or even if I just am going out somewhere and I chat to a random person. It always is a little bit nerve-wracking on what people are going to think of you, but really just doesn't matter what other people think of you. Whatever's your business is your business. Whatever's their business is their business, really.
Oh my gosh, I love that. You sound a little bit like me. This is unscripted, by the way. This is so beautiful, darling. And yes, of course, it's so normal to feel nervous before you speak. Like, so what are some of the tools that we have within us that can help us with helping calm our nervous system? Can you remember?
We can like take a few deep breaths. Don't think about the negative and think about the positive. Try have confidence in what you're about to do. Sometimes you really need to just have a little bit of a boogie or something and dance to let all your energy out, and you're all calm.
Yes, of course. The boogieing part. Shifting stagnant, negative, or feeling scared energy into letting that go, and then like leaning in and risking forward, basically, which is, yeah, dancing is super, super powerful, and you have the best dance moves ever. Okay, so what would you say to someone who feels shy to show up online? Because we have lots of beauty bosses listening who they are really trying to work hard at building their businesses, but social media is really hard for them. They don't have courage or that feeling within them that they, can do it, or that whole judging of other people can stop them. So what would you say to them?
Well, I'd say there's nothing to be afraid of. As I said before, if you make a video and there's like one unhappy comment in there, there's going to be many more great comments in there. Or if you just think, oh, I'm going to fumble and then no one's going to be wanting to hang out with me, really doesn't matter if you do a little fumble, because let's say I do a fumble right now, I can just turn that into a really funny joke or something.
You are the best joke maker ever. Can you give us one right now? On the spot.
I'm going to make this one up because I've forgotten all my other jokes. I don't know any.
See?
To think of one.
Is it you are not normally like this?
I know.
Is it because the record is on, like you're really on the spot? Because actually this is what happens. Beauty bosses are so knowledgeable in what they do and they know their stuff. As soon as they see that little red button, they freeze. And and they forget their words and all of that. So, what we could do is probably, like, if we weren't recording live, stop the podcast, have a little think about a joke, and then we could come back for it. So, we won't do that. But if you think of one, let me know.
What was that joke I said before about the media?
Oh, yes, you did say one.
What was that?
We should have written it down.
Yeah.
That's okay. It might come back to us.
Oh, wait, I've got one.
Here he goes. Okay.
Okay. What's in your bedroom that can't see? The blinds.
That's very good.
Hopefully you guys like that one.
We'll cut this one out of the little video for everybody to watch that one on the gram. Do you think being yourself is important, and why?
Very important, because if you're doing a video and you're not yourself and then that person wants to meet with you, then you go and then they're like, wait, this isn't the person I know. Are you like some other twin or something? So normally they would always love the normal you instead of you trying to fake out to be cool or something. Because I bet whoever's doing that, they're trying to be cool, but they're not really cool. And whoever's just trying to be themselves, I bet they're really cool too.
Absolutely. And you know what? That was like the mic drop moment, I think, of this episode. Boom. Is the fact of coming to social media, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have the pretty aesthetic feed now. It's if you come with that purpose of like, I'm here to build connection. I'm being intentional about what I'm doing, and you truly are showing up as you. Yes, I know that being on record and on camera can feel a bit nervous, and that's not how you normally would speak in person, but the more you do it, that confidence muscle builds. It certainly does. I even feel that way sometimes with podcasting. It's not my everyday thing that I do, and so I can fumble on my words, and then there's no real, huge editing that I like to do on podcasting. So it's like it's me in the raw. So this is what you're receiving today. But I can guarantee you that for those who have not met me in person, I am exactly the same person as you hear me on here, as you see me on the gram. Exactly. And so is Emilio. All right. You're looking at the time, aren't you? Because he's got a soccer match to go to. So let's get into our next little section. We had spoke at the beginning of the episode about homeschooling. And I just wanted to kind of give our listeners a little rundown of what life might look like for us. So what is it like having a mum that works for herself and you don't actually go to school? So we don't do school drop-offs or pickups. You are a part of a few different sporting activities, surfing, soccer. So you still do normal kid things, but I run my business and you're at home. How does that look like for you?
Well, definitely, if you're trying to go to school, definitely saves a lot of petrol waiting in the parking lot.
Hello, petrol prices are sky high right now, so yeah, it probably is helping.
Yeah, but it's really fun to just be at home because you get a snack break literally every 2 seconds, so it's amazing. But having you just being at home, it helps us bond more together, when you're at a school, you normally don't have a teacher just being there right next to you, helping you with the thing, unless you have a tutor or something. But being in your own home, doing schoolwork with one of your trusted friends or parent, that really gets you more motivated. And vice versa, when you're at school, then you're like, oh, what's going to happen? Am I going to get this wrong? Am I going to get a C? Oh no. But yeah, it's much better when you're at home.
Well, I love that. And for context, you have never been to our school
but
to know.
I went to kindy, so.
However, having very close attention, having that ability to have one student, one teacher, parent to be able to support you, you can actually do your schoolwork so much faster as well, can't you?
Yeah.
And also, school is not just about the workbooks, is it? And
yeah, definitely not just about the workbooks. It's about doing so many experiences, going out to a museum and learning so much about an animal. Here's a fun fact. Elephants have one of the most strongest bones and muscles in their trunk in the world. And crocodiles, their jaw, it looks strong with all the teeth in that, but it's actually very weak. So although it shuts really fast, it is very weak still. So if I put a pool noodle underneath a crocodile's mouth, it will just, as soon as it touches it, boom, go back up.
Wow, fun fact. Absolutely. We do definitely base a lot of our homeschooling life around life skills. And I'm a big believer in Emilio really doing things that potentially a lot of people would be like, I wouldn't let my kid be doing that. And the best way for him to learn is doing things through living our life. So I don't put a whole heap of restrictions and structure around our learning. It's a bit more like unschooling, but we do have workbooks and things that we need to abide by from a curriculum perspective. So
because when I'm in a teenager or something, I'm gonna know, let's say I'm at that place, Big Boing or something. There, I would be jumping around, but then let's say I want to go into the dodgeball area, and you say, no, that's way too dangerous, you might get hurt. So what if I get hurt? That's life right now. So you always got to, so if you don't let me, or if you don't let your kids do things that they really want to do, sometimes I have to let them take risks. If they get hurt, they get hurt. We still do it again, of course, because that's just life, really.
I love that. You have not broken a bone yet, though, so I am grateful for that. But they do say if you haven't broken a bone as a kid, you haven't lived enough. And yeah, I'm glad that that hasn't happened to you. What do you think I do well as a mum?
Well, you're kind, you're nice. Since you have a lot of friends, I think you're amazing. You help me when I'm like mad, and really, if we get into an argument, you're normally the one who stops it.
We don't really argue, though.
No, but we don't, though. No.
Disagreements are normal, though,
Yeah.
you know, and that's a part of growing as well. Sometimes we're not going to agree on all of what you want or what I think that we should be doing, and that's okay. All right. So, what do you think I could do better as a mum?
I don't know. I think you're pretty perfect already. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're pretty amazing.
Oh, that's really nice, darling. Okay, we can stop the episode now. Oh, that's lovely. I'm sure there are so many areas of room for improvement that I can make as a mum. And actually, it's my number one goal when I wake up every single day is to be better than I was yesterday, just so you know that. And what do you think is most important in life?
Well, to have fun, to have kindness, to do hard things and still keep going after that, be creative, always be, as I said before, kind, loving, and always be someone who's not always just, let's say I fall down at a park, no one comes to pick me up, but always be the bigger person and go help. I heard this quote before. A strong man has muscle, but the stronger man has love.
Oh, that's really beautiful.
Really nice.
Very nice. All right. Now we're going to go on to part 4 and then we'll wrap it up for soccer, okay? If you had a business, what would you do?
Well, I do have a business already. I sell t-shirts. Go check out my website, Wild Kids, on Instagram. Yeah, I sell t-shirts. One of my t-shirts are actually just upstairs with like cool quotes on it. Like I've got one savage, one fearless. Got a guy surfing on a watermelon. Awesome.
Do you love your t-shirt business? Is that what you like envision doing for the rest of your life though?
Well, my main goal is to become a professional soccer player. That's my real big goal. But I've already got accepted to go to the UK for the West Ham United trial, so let's hope it's a good 11 nights there.
Let's see how you go. Very, very exciting. I'm very proud of you as well because you've been determined, you've been working hard, you've been training hard.
And I've been really playing soccer. I really had my interest in soccer when I was, I don't know, 7 or 6 or something.
Did you just throw a 6-7 in my podcast? Oh my goodness. That was not planned. The thing that I want you to know is that even though you don't see yourself doing t-shirts forever, what skills you're learning now in running a business, in knowing that your marketing is really important, you actually are showing up with your face in so much. As much as I manage his Instagram, obviously he is really seeing the benefit of not just showing the t-shirts because they're the product, but the people buy from the people. So they're actually connecting with you as the owner and want to support you. And that's how you've sold so many t-shirts. And
some people buy my t-shirts and suddenly they get to know me and then they're my best friend lifelong.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Lifelong from 10-and-a-half-year-old. Yes. Do you think that's better than going to like, say, a 9-to-5 job? So like every day you wake up and you have to go to an office, sit down at a computer and work for somebody else and that's their boring. Business.
That's boring. My mom works for herself. She's the boss of her business, and that is what I want.
Because it gives us freedom and flexibility, right? Yeah. And so the money is a byproduct, and the business and what you decide to do and your social media and the marketing and things like that you do to help support the business, that's that vehicle that helps you have that freedom and flexibility. So it is, you know, really fantastic for anyone who has a business. It's a privilege, but we all get to choose what we want to do. Okay, so why do you think making money is important?
Well, really just making money. We make money to have necessities, to get things we want for other people, to share it. Yeah, that's really why we have money. But Normally it's not just to get me and to get a girlfriend just the other day, but normally it's to get more fun things, to get things we...
That's true. And things like paying for a trip to the UK because you have been given this opportunity, that's not an everyday thing. So having a business that you can actually have the ability to create more abundance
and to save money too.
And to save money. So it provides and can give you the opportunities to put things into other things that wouldn't be normally your everyday experience, which really then it comes back again to the freedom of building a life on purpose, not by default, because we don't want just 9 to 5 with your paycheck. We want the ability to be able to make as much money as you want or need whenever, and then add some plus tax. Okay. And what would you tell someone who wants to start something but is scared?
Well, if they want to start something, then I feel like they should proceed in their goal, because if they have a big business plan that they want to open up a massive shop, a yogurt shop, let's say, they'd get so many customers because yogurt, of course, is really nice, but they really want to I would say really personally to them, if they're my friend, I'd say, I'll be your first customer. Come on, if you do it, it's not just adding another shop to the neighborhood, it's also making a business that involves food, maybe clothes, really everything that if a shop opens something, whatever it is, it really is just an amazing thing that people want to share with other people. And of course, everyone's going to want what that is.
That's right. Because if they're passionate about what they're selling, then that's going to obviously show in every way. If a customer walks through the door and they love what they do so much, then they're going to love up on that customer if they're not going to enjoy their business. So
and also that customer will share to other people about that, and then you'll be getting hundreds by the second.
Oh yeah, word of mouth is still the most powerful form of marketing, but we have social media as a byproduct of word of mouth, because people can actually do Instagram stories, they can share about other people's businesses and tag them, and so using that as a growth strategy is really powerful as well. All right, we're going to turn it into some rapid fire questions. Do you know what rapid fire is?
Yeah, really quick questions.
Super quick responses. Okay, so mum on her phone editing or mum relaxing with you with a movie?
Mum relaxing with me in a movie.
Work hard or chill more?
Ooh. That's a bit of a hard one, but I would say work hard. Work hard to endure your goal and to grow your business.
And then chill later, right?
Yeah, and we always have time to
We have lots of Netflix and chill time.
Yeah.
Instagram or real life?
With Instagram, you can sponsor things and advertise, but then you could have this massive sale on in real life.
That's true. But then I think that question's more like, do you think that life revolves around social media, or do you prefer to actually meet that person in real life?
Meet that person in real life.
Yeah, real life connection is keeping us really connected. In-person energy, right? Dream big or play it safe?
Dream big, dream big, dream big.
Taught you well. All right, what's one thing you think all business owners should do? Or beauty bosses?
Oh, okay. Well, if they're selling products at first, gain trust in someone and have great relationships with a whole lot of people, and then they'll all come to buy your things or to get like a massage or something. And also on your first day, always have maybe like a sale or something. Get 2 yogurts, get 1 free.
Okay, that's good. You love a freebie. What's one thing I say all the time?
Ooh, I don't know how to word it. Believe it, receive it.
Good one. I thought you were going to say clean your room. Yes, if you believe it, you will receive it. Absolutely. And my other mantra, do you have a word for the year? A word? My mantra for the year is be her now. Do you have a word for this year? Emilio wasn't with us at New Year and we did these beautiful plates up with lots of different things that we wanted to create as intentions for the year. So what's yours?
Dream big, be big.
Oh, good one. Nice, darling. Oh, Okay, he's fallen off the chair. You've done really well keeping your attention on the podcast. So just to close off, happy Mother's Day. This is a Mother's Day special. I love you so much. Thank you for being the best gift a mum could ever have. And if you love this episode, we want to hear from you. So obviously there's a social media post about this. You can write a comment. We would love a review on Apple's podcasts. If you can, go find us, give us a review, and let us know what the best part of this episode was for you over on Instagram. Go and find the podcast tile and Emilio will answer your comment for you. All right. Lots of love to you all and we'll see you on the next episode.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Love you, Mommy. That was so fun. You're amazing.
Yay. Thanks so much for being my guest. That was so awesome. Now I'm going to teach you how to edit your first podcast.
Ooh,
Let's go.